Hey team, so today we're going to do a strength and core session with James, and we're going to get straight into it. So if you want to start for the warm-up, lying on your back for me, James. So heels in the ground, he's then going to push his hips up into the air into a glute bridge, really squeezing. Good. So focusing on all the work coming from his glutes, pushing through the heels. If he's feeling it in his hamstrings, then his feet are probably too far away from him. If he's feeling it in his quads, his feet are probably too close. So we can do about 10 reps, and then he's going to turn on his front. He's going to come into a downward dog. So hands under shoulders in a press up position. He's going to push his hips into the air, heels down into the ground, and chest through those arms. So as he comes up, he's getting a nice stretch down the back of his legs into his calves, all the way down, pressing those heels into the floor. Good, and then chest through those, head through those arms, opening up that chest, opening up those shoulders. Good, lovely. So 8 reps of this. And then when you're done, go into the world's greatest stretch for me. Perfect. So one leg comes up to the outside of your hands, and then the hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Your eyes are going to follow the hand, so we're opening up that T-spine, that thoracic spine, and opening up those hips. So notice as he comes up, his hips are going nice and low into the ground, but his knee isn't touching the floor. So he's got a nice stretch, really opening up the hip flexors. Good. So again, 8 reps of this total, 4 per side. And then you're going to overhead squat when you're ready. Perfect, so reach up nice and high, good. Or as high as you can anyway. Good, so he's going to sit down, let the hip crease go below the knee crease, keeping his knees traveling out over the toes, nice good alignment. And then his arms are going to want to fall forward as he comes down, but he's resisting and keeping them as high as possible. Good, looking really good, James. Perfect, so 8 reps of this. Feeling good? Yeah. Cool. So let's get started. So we're going to do 2 groups of exercises. So we've got a superset to start, we've got A1 and A2, and then we've got a tricep for the second bit. So let's go for the first bit, and then we'll move on to the second bit when we need to. So for the first one, we're going to do a ISO hold to start. So we're going to do 10 seconds at the bottom, and then we're going to hold that, and then come up, and then we're going to go into our movement. So we're going to do a jump squat. We're going to do 5 reps, and then we're going to go back down and hold that for 10 seconds. So let's have a little demo for the ISO. So just come down, pause, good, and relax. And then he's going to come up, and just get a demonstration of the squat. Then come up, the squat jump, sorry. That's it, big jump up, landing softly. Good, and relax there. Then the second one is the press up. So similar again. So we're going to go into press up position. He's going to come down and hold that bottom position. So we're going to stay there for 10 seconds, but relax for now, James. He's then going to do 6 press ups following this. So you're going to come to that press up position, come down, full range all the way to the ground, elbows coming back, that A kind of shape, relax there, James. And then again, he's going to finish with that ISO hold at the bottom. Okay, so that's going to be our 2 exercises for the start. We're going to do 3 rounds, resting about 30 seconds in between rounds. Good to go? Good to go. Let's do it. So start on those squats. So 10 seconds down to start. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, so good positioning here. His hip crease is below his knee crease, his chest is up. Just maintain that tension there, and into those jumps now, James. 1, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, good. Then back down and holding for 10, good, perfect. Excellent. So notice how James comes down, he lands softly, and he sits into it, so he's catching himself at the bottom. He's not stiff and with straight legs. Relax there, James, good. So into that press up. So same again. 10 seconds down in that press up position. So you can do this on your knees if you'd like to. Good, so just holding that bottom position. Keep going, James. Almost there, and 3, 2, 1, into 6 press ups. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then back down, hold for 10. 10, good. Keep going, keep going. So he's maintained this nice A shape from his head all the way down to his elbows. Just a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Good, now we're resting. How did that feel? Yeah, it's good. So what we're trying to do here, because we haven't got any added resistance, we're pre-fatiguing the muscle by getting it to hold these positions, so it's working isometrically, and then we're getting a nice explosive concentric movement, and then again holding isometrically again at the bottom, trying to maintain a nice good position. So adding a bit more time and attention with our movements, a bit more resistance, so it's good. Good to overload the muscle. Right, a few more seconds and we'll go again. So it's not too long on the rest today. Feeling good? Right, let's go then. So squat hold to start? 10 seconds, good. So as the sets go on, make sure you're maintaining, as James is, a nice position. His hips again below the knee crease. He's staying nice and upright. He's not flexing at the spine. He's staying very stiff and rigid, good. And 2, 1, into those squats. Jump, sorry. Good, 3, 4, 5, and then hold, 10, good. Really good, perfect. So again, on this one, landing softly, coming back into that position. Strong positioning, his knees aren't collapsing in, he's staying sturdy and relaxed there, good into those press ups. Good, and 10 seconds in this position again. Good, keep going, doing well. So James is nice and close to the ground, he's almost touching the floor, which is good. And again, maintaining that A-shaped position and into the press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more, 6, back down and hold, good. Perfect, so isometric pre-fatigue, and then we've got the contraction, and then we've got this post-fatigue. Keep going, 2, 1, and relax there, nice, good. So, yeah, it will be. So especially as the sets go on, with the short rest period, we're going to get fatigued a little bit quicker. Nice. So this kind of plays into a bit of plyometric work as well. So we've got the isometric hold, which gets rid of our stretch shortening cycle, if I can get my words out. So it's making the muscle have to work harder to do that explosive work. And then we've got the explosive plyometric work for 5 reps, and then we're coming back down to that isometric hold. And at the bottom, as we're landing, we've got this eccentric contraction where we're having to really resist against falling into the ground. Good to go? I think I've over-explained. They give you a bit of extra rest.
Yeah, perfect.
Right, let's go. 10 seconds, good. Perfect, nice. So every jump he's going to focus on getting as high as he can using that plyometric base. And let's go. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. Hold. That's it, lovely. Really strong positioning. So on the last bit, you should feel the quads burning a little bit more. And 2, 1, good. Into those press ups. So when he's pressing, I also want him to press as fast as he can to come to the top. Good, good hold. So at this point, we're taking out the short straightening cycle because we're holding that bottom position. Imagine it's like an elastic band. The longer you hold it there, the less elastic it has. And let's go, James, so nice fast reps. Good. 5, 6, and hold. Lovely. Good, so again, this point should be where you're kind of feeling the muscle burning the most. Keep going, almost there. And 3, 2, 1, relax, good. So that's the block 1 done. So block 2, I'm gonna give him a rest, is B1, B2, B3. We have a single leg squat. So you can do that as a skater squat for this one. We would have done it as another squat, but I forgot to get the kit out. Then we've got a dynamic plank, which is going to be from our elbows to our hands, and a hollow body hold. So a demonstration of that is with the skater squat. You can either hold something and come down as close to forward as you can and press back up. That's one option. So you can use like a door frame, for example, or James is very good at these, so you can come down as low as you can, better than me anyway, and back to the top. So almost try and touch your knee on the floor rather than your foot, like I did. And then come back up. And then the dynamic plank, onto those elbows, brace, squeezing those glutes. So we're not gonna want our hips to move very much here. And then we're gonna come onto our arm, press up and come down and back down. Try to alternate your arms as you come up. So make sure you're not going up in the same arm every time. You can also do this in a kneeling position with your hips forward. Then we've got a hollow body hold, which is the last one. So you can start with your legs long and your arms long, and just come out as far as you can until you can maintain your lower back pressing in the floor. So we don't want to be arching, we want to be squeezed in this hollow position, and it's going to hold that for 30 seconds. So find your distance away and just hold that for as long as you can. Are you ready? Yeah. Perfect, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Look at that, awesome. Look at that range. So James is excellent at these, his knees traveling forwards, coming in. So if you're struggling, again, use a frame to assist you. You can also put a pillow down the floor and touch a pillow. It's also a good option. Lovely. So 10 per leg. You may also find you're a little bit wobbly, and that might be why you need the door frame rather than the strength itself to come up. Good, changing legs. So if you notice, his knee is traveling forward, it's not collapsing in. It's staying nice and aligned. He's hinging at the hips and leaning his torso over. And just trying to maintain as straight a back as you can, but there will be a little bit of give to try and stabilize yourself as you come over. Looking good, James. What's the number? Good, one more. 10, perfect. So dynamic plank. So onto those elbows, feet back, good. So he's gonna really brace his feet a little bit wider to allow him a bit more stable environment around his hips, squeezing his glutes, turning his hips under, bracing through the middle. And he's just alternating those arms as he comes down, good. So this, you'll feel your triceps working really hard to press yourself back from this position, as it's quite a narrow position, and you should feel your core having to work really hard to resist any hip tilt or rotation. Good, James, so just 16 reps of this, and then we're going to that hollow hold. So the next one's gonna be a little bit tough because we've just done a bit of a core exercise, and then we're going to another core exercise. So just do as long as you can, or if you need to, reduce the point of being away from the center. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm good to go. As soon as you go, I'll time. So let's count you in. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Good. Very nice. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So just notice here, James's lower back is pushing the floor. His actual upper back is slightly off the floor, and his hips are turned under, allowing him to press into the middle and keep his stomach really engaged. You're almost there, James. You got 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Good, well done. Yeah, tough, especially off the second one. Yeah. So again, 3 rounds of this. We're gonna do 30 seconds rest, and then gonna go again.
3 rounds?
3 rounds, yeah, 3 rounds. No choice in that one.
I was promised 2.
We're making good time, you've earned it. Right, ready? So back in again on the single leg squats. Good. 2, perfect. 3. So James is hinging at the hip, and he's trying to sit down as he goes back. So he's trying to push his bum towards the floor, keeping his weight towards the heel of the foot, but allowing that knee to travel forward so he stays nice and stable and not letting the knee collapse in. Good. Nice, well done. Change sides. So the next one he's also doing, as he comes there, and if you notice as he comes back up, he just puts his foot down on the floor to stabilize and then goes back down again. So he's not rushing it. If you try and do it too quickly, it can lead to falling over or feeling like you're going to fall over anyway. Good. Great positioning again. Squeeze, good. Strong, James, keep going, keep going. Nice, well done. So into those dynamic planks. So alternating arms again, pressing through, so he's really squeezing those triceps as he press. He's bracing, squeezing his glutes, crunching his stomach in to make sure there's no rotation of the hips or any arch of the lower back. Feet slightly wider to allow the hips to contract a little bit more, squeeze the glutes tighter, and create a bit more of a stable environment. Yeah, looking really good, mate. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good, so James got a nice pace here, so try not to get up too quickly when you press, because that'll cause the hips to rotate more. So he's pressing, he's maintaining everything in a nice, stiff position. Good. Hollow hold. Right, I'll count you in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, good. Squeezing, lovely. So same again, his top is slightly raised off the ground, which is great. Shoulders a bit further forward. His hips are turned under, allowing his feet to come up and his lower back to stay pressed into the floor. So it's a real crunching position. Good, keep going, James, you're almost there. Last 10. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Well done. Just one more of those left. Just one more.
Fine, apart from the hollow body holds.
Yeah,
Killer.
they're tough.
It's hard because you're breathing hard by the time you get to it.
Yeah.
Keep that brace position.
And this is the thing, it's a good point James making there. So anytime you're having to do an isometric hold, you end up having to brace and actually hold your breath a little bit to try and maintain that position. So yeah, as a final exercise for hollow holds, it does make it a little bit tougher. So
Like a deep breath in when you're...
yeah, bracing down. Right, 5 seconds in the last round and then you're done. Right, 2, 1, let's go. Good. 3, good. 4, 5, strong, come on. 6, 7, good, come on. 8, 9, and last one. 10, good, change sides, nice. So again, remember to stabilize if you need to at the top. Don't just rush every rep. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, good. 6, awesome, keep going. 7, 8, 9, good, last one. 10, good, into those dynamic planks when you're ready. Good, so it's a good brace, he's not moving the hips, which is great. Alternating those arms. Strong, James. So again, remember you can drop to your knees if you need to. Third set, so you may get a little bit tired in this one, but James is not, he's good. He's a machine. Nice, mate, keep going, keep going. What's the number?
2 more.
2 more, 1. And 2, good. So hollow hold, last one. All right. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Last round of 30. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Beautiful positioning. It's really braced in. He's got his chin tucked, which is great. It emphasizes that crunching position, that flexion of the spine. Beautiful. Keep going, keep going. Just 10 more seconds. Not long. Feels like long, but it's not long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Well done. Right, that's it from us today, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again next time.